Can you hear me, Lida?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please go ahead when you are ready, and I'll come back soon.
Yes, sir. Guys, if you have questions, you can start asking them now. Those of you who have joined just now, we have started the session. If you've got questions, please do ask and get them clarified. Alok, this is a doubt clearing session. So if you have got any doubts from any of the modules or anything, I think you will have your exams this week. Uh, I think this Sunday. Yeah. So if you have any questions or anything to be clarified, you can ask. If there are doubts about um, the content or module that you have already looked at, it needn't be strictly from the weeks that you have your quiz on. Can be anything. Uh, it could be anything from the ones that's for the modules that's released for you. So go ahead and ask your questions.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask your questions.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there was one question in one of the graded assignments. The sentence was given, and we had to find the part of speech of the underlined word. So the sentence is, she was honored for her courage. So courage was underlined. So it's a noun actually. So I'm confused. How did courage come out to be a noun in the sentence?
Because courage is the name of a quality that person has, right? You say courage, yes, then it becomes an adjective, but when you have to point to something as a quality, it's an abstract noun, like honesty, right? Happiness and honesty. Courage is also, again, an abstract noun. So it's the name of a quality that someone possesses, right? That's why it is anything that is used to name something has to be a noun.
Okay, so it behaves like a noun in the sentence.
Yeah, yeah. And in general, see if the particular part of speech or the segment that is in question. If it is able to answer the question what, then most probably it's a noun. English 2 people, if you have any questions, um, there was something in the Discord. Is it answered? Yes, please. Look, just if you have watched all the lectures, then you are well and good. Just relook at all the PPTs that we have, and also the graded assignment questions and practice assignment. If you have done that much of work, then it shouldn't be a big problem for you. Okay. If there are lectures you haven't visited at all yet, please make it a point that you go and at least run through them. And if not, at least the PPTs which are all provided to you. Uh, that should be more than enough because we do not. That should be more than enough, Alok. You don't have to read far and wide from elsewhere. Just concentrate on the course content that's given to you. If you're well versed with that, that should be more than enough. Okay. But take a look at the practice questions and graded assignments as well. The questions are more or less of the same format. Courage is not a verb. What's this? Ramdev Sharma. No, no. Verb is, sorry, courage is not a verb. Try using courage as a verb in a sentence. Or if you have a sentence based on which you tell me that this is a verb, then tell me what that sentence is. Ramdev, if you're still around, I would like to hear from you. So what are those questions and which module does it belong to? Alok.
Well, actually, some word which I see in the question, I feel like this. I'm seeing first time that word.
There could be many words like that. You probably are reading it for the first time. So, which is why just don't look at the word alone, right? It won't come or appear in your question paper just as a word. Even if the question, like for example, you may have a question in comprehension asking what is the word that means the closest to the given word in the passage, right? So it basically means that that sentence is found somewhere in some sentence, right? So go back to that sentence and read, a few sentences before that and a few sentences after that to understand in what context that word is used there, right? Of course, knowing all the word and its meaning is not uh, possible. So you infer meaning, which is you read the sentences and try and guess the meaning from that context. That's how it works. Okay. So which also means that you will have to read more, right? If there is a problem with you in identifying words and their meanings correctly, it shows a lack of reading on your part. So what you should do, this is not going to be immediately helpful for the exam, of course. This is not from an exam point of view, uh, because there is no shortcut to doing this. But moving forward, you try reading more. Okay, have consume more content in English so that this your unfamiliarity with the words reduce with each passing day. Okay, and for the exam, the thing that you can do is just contextual reading. Look at the uh, sentences, not just the sentence alone which carries that word, but read a sentence or two that goes before it and after that, and try to guess it from the given context what it could be. Okay? That is one method that we usually use when we don't know the exact meaning of the word. Okay? All of us do that. Try doing that. Practice, like, have certain passages downloaded, or do the same kind of activity that you have in the practice models, right? Locate the words that you don't know the meaning of, and then try and read through that passage and figure out what it could mean. Do a bit of practice before you go. For the time being, that is what you can do. But in the long run, please read. Okay? Develop an active reading habit.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Um, she was honored for her courage, right? This is the sentence, Ramdev. What is the verb in this sentence? It would be nice if you can unmute yourself and speak. Okay, while he answers that, anybody else, any other questions? Are there no English 2 students here? You people don't have any questions? Yes, Varun, you can ask. Just make sure that you ask. If you're typing it out in the chat, just give the question with more clarity so that we can understand what your exact doubt is. Okay? Sure. Piyush, you can ask your question.
Ma'am, for quiz one, how many weeks we have to study, syllabus content?
1 to 4, week 1 to 4.
Wonderful. Okay, for quiz two and end semester we have to study all, but for quiz two,
Quiz 1 is 1 to 4, quiz 2 would be 1 to 8, and end semester would be 1 to 12.
okay, ma'am.
Jaykumar, session happens every Saturday. You can join the session for practice on every Saturday. It happens between 11:30 to 12:30. Okay? We had even last week. It's a regular session. We'll have it weekly once on Saturday. I hope you've already received an announcement about that and you can see the links on your calendar. If not, then please contact the team and get that thing resolved. Okay? Sessions on the topics happen every week. You check your calendar in case you want to
Ma'am,
watch the sessions. It should be populated on your academic calendar. If you're not subscribed to it, please do that. Because the calendar will carry a YouTube playlist link. In case you want to watch those practice sessions, please click on the link and access the sessions. These are all recorded sessions, so you can access it like you would access this session, right? The live session. So links to that will be provided in your calendar. Please access it from there and you can watch them. Yeah, who was that? Aliza, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, there was a paragraph, and in that we had to, like, one question was given to find whether this word is a singular noun or a plural noun. So the word was
Okay.
emoji, and the word emoji, like the sentences, what emoji tells us about the history of tea parties. So I'm confused. How does it come out to be a plural noun?
No. Which module is this again? Please tell me. This is a practice question.
No, ma'am, it's a PYQ.
PYK. Previous year, I do not know. It would be nice if you can give me the sentence and the
Yes,
question,
ma'am,
like
the
the exact
sentence.
question.
Yes. So the question is the word emoji used in the title of this article is, so its two options are given, singular noun or plural noun. So the answer is plural noun, and the asking us, and the sentences of the title is what emoji tells us about the history of tea parties. So this is the title. So I would think like emoji
Ah,
comes out to be a singular noun. Emojis you say plural. So how does it come out?
that's what my understanding is too. I am unable to locate this PYQ could be from a run that has happened quite a long time ago. But emoji is a singular noun. It's not plural.
Okay, so it's a singular then, ma'am.
Yes, yes. You do say emojis, so that is not a wrong usage.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody? Any other questions? Varun, you had some question, right? I thought you were going to ask something, but then I don't see anything here. Are you still around?
Ma'am, actually, I had one more doubt.
Yeah, Lisa, go ahead.
Ma'am, there is a word given, and we have to find the sequence of consonant and vowel sounds in them. So
Okay.
the word is succumb. So I'm not able to like get the which is the like the sequence of consonant and vowel. If you could just help.
Second could be CV, CVCC, I guess. If that is the answer, I'm not sure. I'm just saying it out of my Sakam, no? So yeah, I think it is CVCC.
Ma'am, could you explain with the sounds?
So first sound you hear is sound, it's a consonant. Then you hear which is a vowel sound. Then comes ka, again consonant. Then comes a sound again, which is your vowel. And then last you have last you have ma only, right? So it should be CVCVC, not CVCVCC. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah,
CVC,
that's the correct answer.
CVCVC. You don't have the in the combination of ma and ba in words in English, you don't actually articulate the ba sound. It should be only sakam, not ba. Like in comb, right? If you have the word is comb, that is COMB, in spelling it definitely does carry a ba at the end. But whenever the ma and ba combination comes, when that cluster happens, at the end of the word, you usually don't articulate or pronounce the ba sound. It ends at ma, not ba. Okay? So comb will also be then, if they ask you about a sequence, then it has to be CVC, right? So,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
okay. Those of you who are in the call, please make a note of this question that she's asked. Okay. This ma-ba combinations at the end of the word, the cluster that comes at the end, that you don't have the ba articulated in English words. Like you don't have the r sound articulated in words like teacher, right? So it's the last sound you hear is it's not r. Okay. Um, so- Read with us is a virtual reading session, Varun. Uh, you need to join the session in case if you want. If you're looking for a time, if you're someone who's not able to find time to read otherwise, right? Say you have some, either you procrastinate or you don't find the time and place right to sit and read, then this is like a virtual reading space that is created so that you can come over to that session, be there for an hour or so, and just read whatever you want. I think usually you get your books to read, but in case you don't have anything, then they also provide you a certain reading material so that you can start with the reading there. So it's for everyone, for beginners, someone who's looking forward to start an active reading habit, or someone who used to read but for some odd reason cannot find the time or space to do that now. Or even for an advanced reader who thinks that I am not getting enough time outside the story. So just, it's just a designated time frame for you to just come sit and read. Sure, no problem. All right. Uh, we'll be around. If you people have more questions, then we'll stay back. Let us know if you have more doubts. anything that specifically needs any attention, any question that you did not really understand, we can take a look at it. And this needn't be from, like I mentioned before, it doesn't have to be necessarily from your weeks 1 to 4 because that's what you have for the exam. If there's anything that's beyond that, you can ask that as well from, say, week 5 or 6, how much ever is released for you as a
Ma'am, I asked some doubt in chat.
Please tell me the question. There are many things going on in the chat, so that it's possible that I probably would have missed it. You can just say the question.
So there is a sport the adjective from the following option, and the options are truth, adoration, ability, and talkative.
Truth,
Talkative,
adoration, uh,
ability,
huh.
and
And
talkative.
talkative should be the adjective, right? Rest are all, I think, nouns, if I'm not wrong.
Truth will be not.
Truth is not, no, no. Truth is not an adjective. Truth's a noun. Say the truth, right?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. True would be an adjective. You can use true as an adjective, not true. Truth is again it's an abstract noun. Talkative would be your adjective.
No more questions, Rita?
Uh, yeah, as of now, nothing, right? We answered a few questions, but we're
Yeah.
waiting if people have other questions.
I see several people here. Anything, guys? Anybody here from English too?
Yes, sir.
So are things okay with the are you comfortable with the content? Is everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
We are revising PYQ also.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, I want to ask one thing.
Sure.
So that for English, apart from the sessions, what are the other live sessions we have? Like I think there's one read with us session. What all is done in that? I haven't joined one yet. So
There are several live sessions that we do. Other than this is just a generic session for some general questions, concerns about uh, these two courses. But we do several sessions. As far as read with us session is concerned, see, reading is an important component for learning language and practicing language for enriching your vocabulary and several other aspects of it. So what
Yes,
happens?
sir.
Come in. Yeah. So what happens in read with us session is we take up a reading and we read those things. Uh, we listen to each other. We hear people, and we have focused discussion group around a particular topic, Of course, we spend some time reading as well. Sometimes we assign the reading in advance, sometimes we do reading live. So these are the things that we do in that session.
Sir, so when is the read with us session?
It should be, the schedule should be online. Uh, if that is not, you write to us, we will. Are you in English 2 or English 1?
Sir, English too.
English 2. So you write to us, send us a message, we will add you there and we'll see why you are not
Sir,
getting.
read with us is open to everyone, sir.
Sorry?
Read with us sessions are open to everyone.
Cannot hear you, leader.
Sir, I'm saying read with us sessions are open to everyone.
Right.
Anyone can attend.
Okay. Even
Yeah.
English 1 people can attend. Okay, good.
Yes, yes. Everybody
Yeah.
can. Happens
So,
on Sundays between 7 to 8.
okay. So send us information and we can put him there, but we will check why he is not getting information about that. Anything else, guys?
I sent the question in the chat, sir.
Sorry?
I sent the questions. I want to ask something, and I
Okay.
sent it into the chat.
Have a look at that, leader, please.
Sure, sure. Yeah, okay. The answer would be euphemism for this, Jaiprakash. Because, see, the term here, the phrase here, terminological inexactitudes, this means a lie. Okay. This is another way of calling something a lie, right? Uh, when you're talking about something which is untrue or lie, so, instead of calling something outrightly a lie or say that somebody is lying, you can say that this is terminological inexactitude. So this is basically like a word or a phrase that you use. Euphemism, because euphemism is a word that you usually use when you have to tell someone something indirectly without sounding rude or without making it sound unpleasant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So because it's difficult to say in certain contexts to somebody that you are lying or you're a liar, you replace it with phrases like this. So this one, terminological inexactitudes. This is basically it means a lie. Okay,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is a euphemism, euphemistic usage.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Anybody? Any other questions? Okay, guys, do we have any more questions? Anybody who has maybe joined a bit late, or people, I see that there are people who are joining now. If you guys have any questions, please let us know.
Ma'am, one more.
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
I have confusion in this. I sent it chat.
Yeah, it's because it uses the word sleeps, right? Usually, this is an action that is associated with humans, right? Largely human attribute, and more than that, it is about city. City is an inanimate object. If you use a verb like sleep, it's something that is non-living or inanimate, then it's counted under the figure of speech of personification. Okay, you're personifying, giving human qualities to objects which are otherwise inanimate or non-living. Okay.
So this statement is true. No?
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
The mock test will be released tomorrow.
Okay, we have to note out.
Okay. Any other question, anyone? No? You have a total of 40 questions, I guess, for the quiz. Yeah. Anything else that you guys want to ask?
No, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Naresh.